Howdy, fellas. Welcome on down to the Working Crass podcast. This here's my old wife, Lauren.
Get in here, boy.
No, I'm trying to do a podcast, you dang dirty bitch. And my name is Joshua, and I'm the man of the house and the man of the podcast. That's what I want to be. I want to be the man of the podcast. Am I the man of the podcast? Do I wear the pants on this podcast?
No, I wear the pants on the podcast.
God damn it. I want to wear the pants on the podcast.
We're both wearing pants on this podcast.
I'd like if only one of us was. I don't care which one, but only one of us should be wearing pants on the podcast. Actually, right now, literally, you are the one wearing pants on the podcast. I'm the one wearing shorts. But I want to metaphorically wear the pants on the podcast.
What if we...
Who wears the pants in our relationship?
I don't know. I like to think of our relationship as we're wearing one pair of jeans simultaneously. We just each have a leg.
We each have a leg in it?
Yeah.
So our relationship is very dysfunctional. We fall over all the time.
No.
It's like a three-legged race.
Yeah.
It's not a very...
We have to use teamwork in order to get where we want to go.
Our relationship's a very convoluted way of walking through life.
Possibly.
Is there a reason your mic is wet here? There's like a wet blob of wetness on the side.
Because I pissed on my mic.
I pissed on my microphone.
I pissed on it.
I wear the pants in this podcast, and so the way I show my dominance is I take a wet old piss on my mic at the beginning just to show the other ones who's boss. I'm like a doggy on the podcast.
Sometimes I just got to empty the tank out, and I do it right on my mic.
Sometimes I just piss all over my microphone just to show I'm boss of the podcast.
Mm-hmm. I mark my territory.
No, now who metaphorically wears the pants in our relationship?
I don't. I feel like we're a nudist couple metaphorically.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
If one of us were to put on pants, the other person would be like, this isn't working.
These are too restrictive.
Yeah, we don't
I
really
need
tell each other.
freedom.
We don't really tell each other what to do. We just encourage each other and support each other, right?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. That's sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah, nobody dominates over the other person. We're very equal. We give and we take equally. Isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
It must have to do with our astronomical signs. They must align somehow.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, my astronomical sign is...
Astrological?
No, astronomical. I like that better.
And what is yours?
Pisces.
I'm a Virgo. Are Virgo and Pisces supposed to be really compatible?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that for sure? Or are you just bullshitting?
I'm bullshitting.
Well, let's look it up. I'm curious.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Virgo and Pisces compatibility. Let's move this closer.
I mean...
When it comes to Virgo and Pisces love compatibility, these two signs make a great couple. They usually enjoy a healthy relationship, even though they're quite dissimilar from one another. Their dissimilarities, on the contrary, add to their relationship, creating an amazing balanced bond between them.
See, I was right.
Yeah, that's right.
I wear the pants.
Yeah. It is interesting. Like we are a little dissimilar, but our dissimilarities add to our relationship. Yeah, we have said that our weaknesses are each other's strengths.
Yeah.
Like
everything I don't know, Josh knows.
Yeah. When you burp, I fart.
Yeah, and when you fart, I burp.
It's true love. Find you a girl that when you burp, she farts. That way you have love on the entire gas spectrum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't matter where your gas comes out of, as long as you both contribute to the gas in the air.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. A happy couple is a couple that is flatulating simultaneously from at least one orifice at any given time.
We should get like a little cross stitch behind us that says a happy couple is a gaseous couple. A happy couple is a flatulent couple. Happy couples are full of gas.
We'll sell those as working Crass merch. I'll get started on the cross stitching.
So, Lauren, guess what?
What?
Elliot Page says he got shingles.
No. What?
Guess what, folks? Elliot Page has shingles.
Oh my God.
Wah. Now, what are shingles? Because I always associate shingles with dingleberries. Shingles and dingleberries the same thing.
No, you never.
Shingles and dingleberries are pretty similar, right?
No, you never want to confuse your shingles and your dingles. Very different.
A shingle isn't a dingleberry?
No, I think it's like adult chicken pox.
Shingles is a painful, usually itchy rash that develops on one side of the face or body. The rash consists of blisters that typically scab over in 7 to 10 days and fully clear up within 2 to 4 weeks. What are the causes of shingles? Shingles. Do singles get shingles?
No, they get dingles.
I knew it. I knew there was a similarity between shingles and dingles. What causes shingles? Shingles is caused by varicella zoster virus. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Who knows? The same virus that causes chickenpox. You were right. You said chickenpox, didn't you?
It's adult chickenpox.
Wow.
It's like if you had the chickenpox vaccine as a kid, it can reactivate when you're an adult.
So it's caused by a virus. It's not caused by like stress or anything.
I don't know. It might. It might have to be like high stress related. I don't really know.
Shingles start with skin sensitivity, tingling, itching. All of these are also symptoms of a dingleberry. Tingling and itching.
Dingling.
Do the shingles dingle or not? I'm sorry. I don't know why. I never looked into what shingles were. When people say I have shingles, I'm like, ew, you have a dingleberry? Go wipe it out of your ass.
You're just like, ew, wipe your dirty asshole.
I mean, I know that's retarded. I know that's stupid that I don't know what shingles are, but
so when you walk into the grocery store and there's that sign that's like, get your shingles vaccine, and you're just like, why are people getting vaccinated for their dirty buttholes?
Yeah, I just assumed that these unfortunate people have constant dingleberries, and it's a medical condition. Well, speaking of these disgusting shingle-ridden people, Elliot Page says he got shingles filming Inception because he felt out of place in a cast full of cis men, including Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy.
Yeah, cis men will do that to you.
So even though it says that shingles are caused by a virus, I guess the stress of being around cis men really...
It activated the virus.
That's interesting because I actually went recently to an all trans comedy show. It was all trans, and I didn't fit. I was a cis man, but I was surrounded by all trans. I got diarrhea.
You got dingles.
I got dingles. I got dingleberries. It gave me dingleberries, but and I loved the show. They were all talented comedians. And and at the all trans comedy show, though, I just felt so out of place, and I didn't have anyone like me. This, actually teaches me a good lesson. Elliot Page really taught me a good lesson here because I don't want Elliot Page to get shingles by being around cis men. Mm-hmm. We should all stay separate.
Yeah, no, I think you should only be around people of a similar nature to you.
We shouldn't cross-contaminate.
No cross-contamination.
We can't mix.
No mixing.
No mixing.
No interspersing.
I just don't want anyone to get shingles and dingles. I don't want them to, so let's stop mixing. Let's just stay with our own kind.
And by that we mean all the shingles people need to be in one area.
That's the Elliot Page way. Elliot Page, stay with your own kind. Elliot Page, separate but equal. Elliot Page said he came down with shingles due to stress while shooting Inception at age 22. Page was confused by his casting in the movie and was also dealing with chaos in his personal life. Shingles communicated the stress my body felt, what my words could not, he wrote in his memoir. Interesting. Writing his new memoir, Page Boy. It's got to say boy in the title, doesn't it? It's got to be a little reminder. I'm a boy! Even my book says it.
Well, the sequel will be Page Man.
Page Man.
And then the
Page Man. Ah!
Yeah. And then the final book, because it's going to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
The final will be Page Master.
The Page Master. It's just the original Page Master.
Yeah.
Shingles communicated the stress my body felt while on set. It's like, I don't know if shingles communicate. Shingles are supposed to be communicating. Shingles, also known as herpes zoster, is an infection. Okay, so I mean, why should I care about this? Elliot Page has herpes, folks. Elliot Page, this title should just be Elliot Page got herpes from Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. Now that'd be something I'd click on. Now that's clickbait. In a cast full of cis men, I did not understand the role I found myself in. What about a world full of cis men in which you do live in?
What
Isn't
about
that
just
weird?
being a person who's working on a movie and like
Yeah.
you have a job that is like you're paid far more than the average human being. You're getting to do something that is essentially playing make believe all day long.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the funnest jobs that there is. It's like a creative, playground. I can't imagine just being, so complainy about your situation.
Shingles popped out of my spine while filming Inception. Despite everyone being delightful to work with, I felt out of place. So the experience was delightful, but it was also so stressful that I got shingles and dingles. In a cast full of cis men, I did not understand the role I found myself in. Well, leave it to Elliot Page to have a identity crisis.
Yeah.
A cast full of cis men. I mean, do cis men not exist in the world? Like, what is the role that you find yourself in the world? Like, why? I don't understand. She's like, I don't understand the role I found myself in. I don't know, the one you were cast in, the one you were cast to play.
You're getting paid to play.
Yeah, read the lines. Read the lines and take the check, and go apply ointment to the shingles. Is it possible? Hear me out. That Elliot Page just got shingles during the filming of Inception, and it's not really related to the stress of being around cis men. You think she just maybe got shingles like some people do?
Or it was just a very tiring filming process because
Sure.
it's an action-packed movie.
A huge multi-million-dollar, huge big budget film.
Yeah, and you're just working a lot.
With huge stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work to do. Now it's, again...
Maybe you just felt self-conscious or anything.
Yeah. And again, it is like one of the most... I just think a job where you're an acting job where you're being paid just an enormous amount of money that most people will never experience that in their lifetime.
Yeah.
I just would be so grateful.
Yeah.
And just, I couldn't complain about anything. There's no room to complain.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope I got her pronouns right every time I said his pronouns. God damn it, I keep fucking it up. Look, I'm trying really hard, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect Elliot Page. I don't want anyone to say that I'm not trying, at least. I'm trying. I just get it wrong because I've seen Ellen Page in so many films.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen.
But
I haven't
they're dead
seen.
now.
I know they're dead now, and I should put them to rest.
And you know what they died from?
What?
Shingles.
Shingles. Shingles and dingles. Oh, well, rest in peace, Ellen Page. And I'm sorry that Elliot Page has shingles and being around cis men. I would try to do something to help, but I don't want to get close to them because, I don't want to give them shingles. I'll just stay away from them. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll stay away from him, not them.
Yeah. I feel like if it causes you that much stress to be around cis actors.
I'm having so much stress trying to make sure I use the right pronouns that I'm getting shingles right now.
My asshole's
I'm having so much stress trying to just make sure that I don't say the wrong thing on a podcast so I don't get fired. Just talking about someone that everyone knows, and I'm sweating, and I have shingles and dingleberries. I have dingleberries popping out every couple seconds here.
I was like, my asshole's starting to get a little itchy talking about this.
Definitely. Like, we
Yeah.
have to talk about it because it's what's going on in the world. Okay, Lauren, here's the truth. We have to talk about it. We have to pull the mixer out, plug in the mics, turn on the camera, and upload it to YouTube, and have to put our opinion about this out because, I mean, we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
It's our duty as American citizens
Yeah.
to do so.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to say the wrong thing and make somebody upset. And, I don't think that we're necessarily qualified to, but, we have to.
No. I
We just have to.
no.
It's part of our duty.
I agree. We have to. We hate that we have to.
We hate that we have to do this, but we have to do it.
Like, we've wanted to stop the podcast so many times. We're like, let's just stop.
Let's just stop.
Let's
Episode 1.
Episode 1, we said,
Let's not do it.
Let's not do it.
Yeah.
Let's not do it. And then we're like, God damn it, we have to.
And then week 2 was like, episode 2, no. And we said,
Like-
okay, I guess I'll do it. 3, no.
If we do this, America goes down.
Wait, if we don't do it, America goes down. That's why we have to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. We unfortunately have to keep doing
Wait,
it.
what did I say?
You said if we do it, America goes down. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my God. Could you poop in front of me?
Maybe.
Did I just exit out of it? Damn it. Damn it. I got to find it again. Yeah, here it is. You said maybe? The answer is no, Lauren. You cannot poop in front of me, and that's my directive.
What if I'm
You cannot poop in front
But
of
what
me.
if I'm giving birth? Because a lot of women, when they give birth, they poop because they're squeezing so hard to push that baby out that a little dingle comes out with the baby.
Then congratulations, you're a brand new single mother.
No.
Yes.
No.
Congratulations, you are the brand new single mother of a child.
No.
And have fun raising it, but
No.
I can't be the dad to no baby and no shitting woman.
You have to. You
Look,
have to.
Maybe I just can't be in the room when it happens.
No, you have to be in the room.
I have to deliver the baby.
You have to help clear the dingle out of the way.
I'm gonna be in Vegas when you're pregnant. Just when you go into labor, I'm headed to Vegas. I'm sorry, I'm on a trip. I couldn't make it in town. You got to tell our kids that he was not there when you were born.
You're like, if I don't go to Vegas, America goes down.
I'm sorry, I don't want to have to do it, but I gotta go to Vegas. Well, no, I mean, look, I'll still love you no matter what. If
You will?
Yes.
Even if I diarrhea myself, you'll still love me?
Please don't do it, though. Like, please, what I'm asking is, like, please try with everything in your heart to never, ever poop around me or in front of me, so that way I can still love you and I can still have some kind of physical attraction to you. As soon as the poop comes out, that's over, and it's just like, I'm sorry. I mean, I'll be with you, but I mean, I see
Okay.
you as an animal now, an animal who should go shit in the woods.
Well, just so you know, I would love you. I would love you even if you diarrheaed yourself.
Even if you
I-
watched that diarrhea come
Yeah.
out of me.
Yeah, and I would still think you
Why?
were
You're crazy. You're a bad woman for saying that.
I would say you're just as sexy as the day I
No,
met you, if
it would
not
be a
more.
lie.
If not more.
Lie. Lie.
I don't tell lies.
Bullshit.
I don't tell lies.
Bullshit. Well, this woman here who writes for HuffPost said, I had to poop in front of my husband to finally realize I wanted to marry him.
She's a woman of science.
No, she's not. She's a woman of disgusting filth. She's a woman of dingleberries.
No, this was science. This was science. She said she had this reaction, the husband's reaction to this event is going to tell her all she needs to know about whether to go forth with this marriage.
She blinded me with science. She took a shit in front of me. She blinded me with science.
Okay,
P.U. She took a dump in front of my eyes. I had to watch her do.
she,
Do.
she blinded me.
It's doo-doo. Doo-doo. Anyway, she says, when I met Bo, I was swiping on Tinder for a hookup. But nobody wanted to hook up with a girl who's dying to shit in front of a man. Anyway, there's a nice picture of them at their wedding. I'm guessing that's them, or it's the author and her husband at their wedding. That's nice to picture the guy that you shit in front of for the whole internet. Look at this guy. He loves shit. I met my first husband when I was 30 and very quickly decided this is it. And once I'd proclaimed, I refused to admit that, well, it wasn't. Call me naive, stubborn, or hopelessly romantic, but not only did I break up with him when clearly I should have, we got married. I was a captain going down with the ship if the ship was a legal document tying you to someone you didn't even actually like. It did not work out. Within a week of my meeting my current husband, I told him, just so you know, I'm not getting married and I don't think I want kids. It became a quote so famous we immortalized it on the cocktail napkins at our wedding. Well, that's kind of fucked up. At the time, I meant those words. When I met Bo, I was swiping on Tinder for a hookup, a fling, a nice guy who wouldn't annoy me and would hopefully be good in bed. Not a boyfriend and certainly not a husband. Fresh out of that super toxic and incredibly dysfunctional first marriage, the last thing I wanted was any real intimacy.
Maybe her thing was like, I get off by pooping in front of dudes.
I'm just looking for that one hot man that's gonna watch me take a hot dump on the floor. I'm just looking for that king that's gonna watch his queen take a shit on the floor or in a toilet.
Nothing serious. Dumps only. Hot dumps only.
I'm looking for like a no strings attached dump relationship.
Are you into like
dump play?
Are you into like turd voyeurism?
Are you into dropping dudes? Those are DOODs. Doo-doos. Even if I did meet that mythical creature that referred to as the one, oh God, I hate the way she writes. I did not trust my decision-making skills. Sure, my ex had sold me a bill of goods, but I bought it. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I hate reading this. It makes no sense to me. Am I crazy when I'm reading this? It's like going in one ear and out the other because this is just like irrelevant, like has nothing to do with what the title was.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
Get to the point. Get to the dump. Get to the point. Get to the point. Yeah.
Get to the dump. Get to the dump.
Get to the dump. Get to the part about poo-poo. Come on, let's go. Where's the poop? Maybe I'm retarded. I mean, maybe I'm reading this and I should be taking in this story, but I'm reading it. Come on, let's go to the poo-poo.
No, I was thinking the same thing.
Where's the poop?
I was like, cut to the chase, lady.
Cut to the shit. Bo caught my eye. He had a picture of himself with a black eye on his profile. And for those of you who are listening to the podcast and not reading this with us, I did not say black guy. I said black eye. He had a picture of himself with a black guy on his profile. And I was like, that's my boyfriend. You're next. Swipe right. No, a black eye on his profile. But the look on his face wasn't giving bar fight. It was giving, this is a dumb story I'd like to tell you about. Wow, she's using the it's giving thing too.
It was giving, do you mind if I use the restroom in front of you?
Yeah. So what is this? Do you know, we were at a show last night and a comedian did this too. The whole, it's giving bar fight. It's giving, instead of like, it's giving a this vibe, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving me a, like, let's say we saw someone that looked like SpongeBob, and we're like, he's giving me a SpongeBob vibe. Now what they say, what the hip lingo is it's giving SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think it's like fashion speak.
It's not fashion speak. It's urban speak that white people have co-opted 100% now. It's like TikTok, Twitter. Like, this is how black Twitter talked, and now this is how white people talk. This is how white women talk.
Oh.
Because they'd be like, it's given Versace.
Well, that's fashion.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's probably fashion. It's probably a little bit fashion.
But
fashion kind of starts
stole it from black Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. A lot of fashion trends start in the black culture anyway and then get moved over to co-opted by 100%. White people.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, stupid white people. All right, that was our working class woke moment. Now back to the offensive stuff. Okay, we still haven't gotten to the poop here.
Lady, just take
He got
your
the black
dump
eye. He got the
already.
black eye from walking into a door, not even a glass door. He had my attention.
Who cares?
I flaked on our first date. Who cares? He invited me to a Halloween party his parents were hosting. I said no. Meeting his parents, was this guy high? Curiosity overruled my trepidation when he showed me the invite featuring an artistic drawing of a woman's nipples exposed. I told him I'd go for research purposes only. We attended the soiree dressed as the sisters from The Shining. Oh, the guy dressed as the girl?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't serious. This is a fling was my mantra for the night. What a bitch. Not really, but like this is awful to go into like dating with this like mentality of like this isn't going anywhere 100%, and that's what I want. I want this to not go anywhere. Don't take this seriously. Don't have a good time. It's like what if the guy's like looking to like start a relationship and like trying to find somebody, and he's going on a date and he's wasting his time with you because your whole thing is
Too bad.
yeah, too bad.
Too bad.
It's not what I want. You always be clear about your intentions with people, folks, especially when you're dating. Always be clear about like what it is that you're looking for, because one person might be looking for a relationship when the other person's like, this is just a fling. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah.
A week later, one of my friends was having a party. I invited him, then immediately started to sweat. We went to a late lunch beforehand, and I sat there with a hoagie in my hand and felt sick. Why had I invited him? I started acting weird when he finally asked me what was wrong. To my surprise, I told him the truth. I don't want you to go to the party. I'm not ready for you to meet all my friends. He didn't get mad or make me feel bad. He just said, okay, I don't have to go. 6 months later, we moved in together. Where's the poop?
Yeah, all of this
Where's
sounds like
the poop?
all of this sounds like you just had the normal like steps to a long-term relationship forming over time.
Yeah.
And that's what made you decide to marry this guy.
So maybe that explains what happened when I came home from a bachelorette party feeling hungover and sappy one night, but I blurted out a question that was not premeditated. What if I want a baby? When I got pregnant with our son, I still wasn't on board with marriage. I knew Bo would be a good dad and a good co-parent. Wait, you wanted to have a child with someone that you knew that you weren't on board with marrying, but he'd be a good co-parent.
So
it just means that you want to fuck around. That's all it is. It's like you want the married life, you want the normal, you want a family, but also you don't want to be tied down to one person because you're a slut who likes to fuck around.
Yeah, that, or it's just like you want the traditional family without the label,
without the commitment.
Yeah, you just want to call it something else.
You want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And poop it.
Yeah.
In front of a man.
Yeah. Which it's taken how many paragraphs?
Yeah, no.
And we're still not to the crux, the thesis of this article.
So here it is. This is it. Fun fact, you have to have a bowel movement before they let you leave the hospital after a cesarean birth. Maybe that's the rule for vaginal birth too. I'm never finding out. After the baby was born, I could barely sit up or get out of my bed, let alone walk to the bathroom. So when the moment finally felt right, Bo had to escort me. He held my hand as I cried on the toilet and pushed out a number 2. I'd never been that vulnerable with any partner before. I made a baby with this man, but it was in that moment of relief that I finally felt like I could really commit to him. An emotional barrier dropped along with my BM. So she had a baby. She had a baby. And that moment didn't go, this is the man I'm going to marry.
Yeah.
It was the turd after the baby that went, this is the man for me.
That had to be... You know, sometimes
this is bullshit. This isn't what she thinks. She just thought it would be a creative story that would make people laugh online.
Or
this is bullshit. No one's like, oh, that turd really brought us together after the baby that we conceived.
Nah, baby's
Imagine being the guy who's like, well, I just. You're like, I finally know I can commit to you. It's like he's like, what? I just made a baby with you. You're just now deciding you can commit to me?
The guy, imagine being that baby.
Imagine being that turd. Imagine being that poop falling in the toilet.
No, but really, imagine being the baby that will one day grow up and probably find this story online and hear how it wasn't me that, brought my parents
our family together.
It was a turd.
A turd that was in her at the same time as the baby was.
And the turd was more special.
That turd probably had a little piece of that baby in it, like a leg or a finger. I don't know. Wow, that story sucked. No, I'm just joking. It had a good payoff, which was it had a good load at the end, if you know what I mean. It had a good payload. It had a good payload when it was dropped in the toilet.
I disagreed. This is a lesson in writing. You want to put, don't bury the lead.
Keep your listeners in suspense. Keep your reader in suspense.
Don't bury the turd. You always want to keep that up top, up front. Get it out of the gate.
This is coming from someone who majored in journalism.
It is. That's the first rule of journalism.
Rule number 1, don't bury the turd. Don't be a dog. Don't bury the turd.
Like, if it takes you 12 paragraphs to get to that point, you've done too much. And your readers have lost all interest, which is exactly what happened to Josh and I with the story.
Until that turd dropped in the toilet and I cocked up like a dog who's just heard the word treat.
And you know what? Once we got to that point in the story, I did turn to you and I was like, you know what? I'm really glad I married this man.
Oh my God!
It did have that magical effect.
The turd, the story of the turd.
Just that point in the story
when the turd finally dropped.
Yeah.
Well, I saw this pop up on my Instagram here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know how good it is.
It says, is this the worst wedding speech of all time? So we're going to decide. Working Crass, if there's one thing we're known for, it's giving speeches.
Yeah.
And rating speeches.
You've taught public speaking
I
classes.
did.
So you can really tell us if this is a good speech or not. Now, it might be, I might have to help, because the audio is not great on this video, just FYI, but there's captions. So if you're listening and you can't hear any of it, come on over to the YouTube. Anyway, here we go.
I'm Shannon. I've known Tracy for, 5 years. I think so. So I don't quite know Anthony that well, but Tracy talked about you nonstop. Seriously. And she'd be like, I mean, you do that. I'm like, I don't care. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. You guys are so cute together.
Okay. Already, off to a good start.
Off to a good start. Fart.
Off to a good fart. Yeah, you definitely want to start by not knowing how long you've known the person you're addressing.
So I've known you for how long is it? What is it?
What is it? Who are you? Who
it's like, did you plan the speech?
What's your name again? So that's good. Also, I think you should always be passive aggressive in a wedding speech.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of weddings we've been to that's happened. Like there's a passive aggressive speech by sometimes the bride. Well, I've seen that before, which was hilarious. When the bride is kind of throwing shade at how much she fucking hates the husband. That's funny. All right. So then she says, she goes, I'm not going to be racist, you guys.
And that's good. It's good. You always want to clarify that in a speech, especially a wedding speech.
And you know what? She got right to it. She didn't bury the turd on this one.
Good.
Racist, you guys. I'm just saying, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm going to be racist, okay? No, just kidding. Of course, you guys are going to get the interracial couples. Oh my God. No, seriously. You guys are outstepping the stereotype, and I love it. But you guys, I swear, I love Black people because you guys are the my own daughter's great aunt.
That's the end of it, so they didn't even record the rest of it. Oh my God. So they're an interracial couple, and she goes, She goes, I don't want to be racist. I just want to say y'all completely just like, and then I don't think she even knew. She's trying to say like, y'all are pretty good for an interracial couple. That's really what she's like getting at.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, I'm pretty surprised that an interracial couple worked out this well is basically her thing.
She did say like and I believe her words were you step over the stereotype.
Yeah, you step over outside the stereotype or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, what's the stereotype? What's the stereotype for interracial couples? I'm just curious.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
And then she's like, I love black people. She's like, my daughter's grand aunt is black. It's like, what the fuck? I love, and I'm not being racist. I'm just saying I love black people. And the way she stumbled over all her words more than any of the other words, it just makes it feel like it's a lie. I'm sure all of her intentions here are really, she's trying to be nice, and I'm sure she loves her family and loves the people at the wedding. But boy, did this one come out bad.
I just want to know who thought this lady would put together a good speech.
Oh yeah.
Like who had faith in her?
No, good question. Good question.
They were like, get Susie. She's really good at speeches. You should get her to do it.
Yeah. This person said, cringed so hard a tooth fell out. I couldn't get through this whole video.
Ugh.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that was just fun to watch. I don't have a lot to comment on it, I guess. I just think it's really funny to watch. Oh, man.
Well, I'd give it an A.
You give it an A?
A+. I would have to say, you don't see that every day at a wedding.
Was it the worst? Hey, wait, we didn't answer the question, though. Is it the worst wedding speech of all time?
I mean, I feel like there could be worse.
You heard a wedding speech where they, what is it? Maybe I should cut that. I'm going to cut that out. All right. We'll start from right here. But I
mean, it could be worse. She could have thrown some slurs in there.
She could have. It could be way worse. Is it the worst wedding speech of all time? No. Is there one that includes some slurs?
Probably.
Let's find them. Let's find them.
Post them in the comments.
Pull them up.
Roll clip.
Oh man.
If you said racial slurs in your in a wedding speech for somebody else, or even in your own vows, tell us about it in the comments.
Yeah, send us the video. I'd love to see it.
And tell us where you work and the name of your boss.
Oh man. Well, let's get on to our last story here. But before we do that, I do want to say that thank you to everyone for listening to Working Crass Podcast, and for all of you Crass wipes who've been listening for a long time. Thank you. We were off last week, but we're back this week for brand new episodes every single Monday.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being patient with us.
Thank you.
We got a lot of great things coming down the pipeline. So be looking out for that. We're very excited. We're working real hard on some stuff. So that being said, we should get to our ad reads here. And I got a great ad read for you guys here. So this episode is sponsored by P-Boys. Do you have a piano in your house? You know about P-Boys, don't you?
I love P-Boys.
You remember P-Boys?
I remember it and I love it.
So if maybe you're somebody who has a little more money, okay, you're a little more affluent than others, and you have a piano in your house, but you know, pianos are decorative for the most part. You know, a lot of people just let that piano sit there and collect dust. They don't play it. Their kids never learn to play it.
Right.
It's just fucking sitting there. What you need is a cute little boy to come play that.
You need somebody to come in and tickle the ivories.
Absolutely. Don't you want a little boy to come in there and tickle those ivories?
Exactly.
That's why we got a whole collection of P-Boys. P-Boys are piano boys. They don't pee on you. Stop calling P-Boys to ask for boys who pee. It's not that. P-boys are piano boys. They are very skilled piano players. They'll come over to your house. They'll play piano for like an hour. You can request songs. It's fun. And then they go home and their mom picks them up and, gives them a sack lunch and they go home. Okay. It's a fun time and it's a great service. And all of the money gets donated to teach homeless children how to play music, which is great.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah.
They don't have instruments, but they learn how to play music.
The homeless children put their fingers up in the air and they press the
wave
air.
them like they just don't care.
Yeah, they wave them like they just don't care. They press invisible keys.
Mm-hmm. They make music of the world. You know what I'm saying? Just like blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like that movie August Rush.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it, but yeah, it is like that. It's 100% like that. Well,
it's like that movie Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah.
I don't think that involved homeless children, but
another one I haven't seen, I don't think, actually.
He made beautiful music. And he taught children to make beautiful music. And that's what B-Boys does. It puts a little child in your home making beautiful music.
So if you'd like to put a little child in your home to make some beautiful music, folks, please visit pboys.com and use that promo code Crass to get 25% off your P-Boy. All right? P-Boys. They play piano. All right, back to the episode. So we have our last thing here, which is a Reddit story, and I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was funny. Maybe we'll have some stuff to say about it, but I hope it just brings everybody a lot of laughter because it is really funny. Cool. Today I fucked up by telling a Slavic tourist, we don't allow your kind in here. I work at a cafe that has BYOB, Bring Your Own Beans, Wednesdays. As implied, the premise is that customers bring a bag of coffee beans, and for $1, we grind them for you and use our professional industrial equipment to make your preferred version of your coffee fix. It's a fun community thing. 50% of proceeds go to charity, yada, yada, yada. At the beginning of the year, 2 really awesome students at the high school turned their successful business project from the previous semester, a shop that sourced locally grown coffee beans, into a real business, and it really took off in the neighborhood. The main grocer, independent, not a chain, now carries their beans, as do some other shops around town. And to be clear, their success is well-deserved. The coffee is freaking delish, and the boys that started the company both come from really impoverished backgrounds, so you really want to root for them. Oh, that's so great. I love when the product is good, but also the people that make it are poor and sad, and it just makes you happy. It makes you feel good when you buy it. When I buy a product, I don't care if it's a good product. I just care if the people who made it are poor and sad. However, there's a slight problem. The boys sell 2 kinds of beans, a light roast and a dark roast. The dark roast is called My Kind, and the light roast is called Your Kind. There's some cute story about why those are the names, but to be honest, I've forgotten it. Point is, both are great, as I've said, but something about the light roast beans are not good for our equipment at the cafe. They tend to clog the machines even after being grinded to a fine powder. For some reason, the dark roast beans do not have the same problem. So for about 2 months, we had to ban Your Kind beans on Bring Your Own Beans Wednesdays. While it sucks because this is such a great setup. I love it. While it sucks because we're all for further supporting the local community, there was no other option. Plus, we communicated the policy change to the students and they fully understood. Now we get to the fuck up. The bag for Your Kind coffee has a very distinctive design, a striped tricolor pattern of red, blue, and white. Everything is set up really badly for this. The bag is red, white, and blue. Today, a man and his daughter walked in with a bag of Your Kind beans and got into the line, which was very long at the time. Since he was carrying banned beans, I thought I'd save the man some time. And as soon as he got in line, I said, "Sir, just so you know, we don't allow Your Kind in here." At first, he just looked at me pretty confused and exchanged whispers with his daughter, who explained to him what I had said. A look of rage flashed on his face. He evaded the line and stormed up to me right at the counter and asked in a heavy accent, "You not allow my kind?" I had not realized what it had sounded like, and so I responded, "No, my kind is okay. Your kind is not."
Oh, this poor bean boy.
This poor bean boy.
This poor bean boy. He just wanted to get to work and give people their cups of coffee. And this is the shit
No,
he's
my
dealing
kind is
with.
okay. Your kind is not. I'm sorry that this bean boy's whole life story was written by Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a satirical setup that's
Yeah.
like perfect for sitcom. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
This is just Larry David.
Yeah, this is Larry David. No.
This is the episode where I believe Larry David gets shingles working as a bean boy.
He got super close to me and spat out a really harsh, "You motherfucker," and then marched out of the store with his daughter while cursing in some foreign language. While he was walking away, I noticed he wasn't holding a bag of beans at all. It was a flag. According to my later Google search, it was a Serbian flag. It hit me pretty much as soon as he slammed the door behind him that I had inadvertently refused service and been very racist to a foreigner. I ran into the back room to cry, and my coworkers and managers had to console me and tell me it was an honest mistake. My manager sent me home early to get some rest, but I've just been pacing around. I can't get it out of my head. The man was so happy when he entered the cafe. He was whistling and probably just wanted to show his daughter an American experience, and I ruined it.
Well, actually, I think you did show him an American
You
experience.
showed
if
him
you
a
think
fully
think about
American
it.
experience. You ain't allowed in here. Get out. We don't like your kind in here.
In some ways.
Wow. That's funny. He says at the end, while I did feel really bad about it, it's just the policy. No Serbians. He knew what he was saying the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just the coffee shop. It's just our policy.
Yeah. This is a Serbian free zone.
No, my kind is okay. Your kind is not. That's really great. Well,
This coffee shop just holds a grudge from World War One
yeah.
or War Two.
Now, this is a 100% fake made up story. Right?
I mean, it does.
You think it's real?
I think this is one of the writers from some sitcom that's trying to
That's striking right now, and they
Yeah.
need to get their practice in, so they
Yeah.
came to Reddit.
so they have an idea and they just want to see
Yeah.
the response.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a young Sheldon writer,
Yeah.
which, by the way, this would make the best episode of Young Sheldon. This is better than any episode of Young Sheldon. I'm assuming. I've never seen it.
This is a very special episode of Young Sheldon where they have to talk about the Serbians.
Oh, man. Well, that's fun.
The deep-seated anti-Serb atmosphere in America. That's what this episode of Young Sheldon will be about.
You don't allow my kind in here? No, my kind is okay. Your kind is not. No, my kind is okay. Your kind is not. It's such a South Parky premise.
Yeah.
That's funny. This person says this is the kind of stuff you'd remember every night for the next 30 years. But I think that this is bullshit.
Yeah.
I just think it's too good. It's too funny. His name is Lucius Dickus Maximus.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too perfect. Every little part of it is it's too much of a perfect setup.
Yeah.
But it's funny. It's really funny. So, she blinded me with science. She pooped in front of my very eyes.
Look, not every
She took a
episode.
big old doo-doo.
Look, not every episode is going to be, a zinger, a zanger with energy from start to finish.
She blinded me with science.
Some of them are just going to be a little, a little dingleberry episode.
She had a
that
dingleberry.
we wipe it away.
She took a big old doo-doo in front of me. It stunk up the whole room. She said, I want to have a baby. I love you for that doo-doo. Anyway, well, folks,
Do you think Elliot Page would like this coffee shop system?
if their kind was allowed in there, it really depends.
Where it's like everything is separated.
Yeah. No, his kind is not allowed in there.
Yeah.
Your kind ain't allowed in here at Working Crass podcast. That's just ain't what it is.
No, our next sponsor is My Kind.
This week's episode is sponsored by My Kind.
And My Kind says your kind can get out.
Up next, an attack ad on your kind. Well, anyway, if you're out there and you have a loved one in your life, I want you to go ahead and get out there and poo-poo on them, okay? You wanted to say what we learned?
I learned that...
Just move on from what I said.
Yes. I learned that she blinded me with sight.
She took out that big old poo-poo. I want to have a baby, but she took a poo-poo.
No, what I really learned is that when you really love somebody, you can be your most vulnerable around them, which means we really love our fans, because I feel like this episode is probably our most vulnerable.
It is? Why? How?
Because I feel like we really expressed ourselves.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just talking out. You're just shitting out of your ass. You're really burying the turd.
I'm trying to.
Quit burying the turd. Let the turd out for everyone to see it and smell it. Everyone's got to smell our turd. That way they'll know whether or not they want to marry us. Anyway, like I said, that's what I learned, is that if you love someone, poop in front of them. If you love someone, make them watch you poop. If you love someone, make them watch you poop. This should be on a t-shirt. If you truly love someone, make them watch you poop.
No, we'll add it to the cross stitches.
That's a great one. What was the other one?
A happy home is a gaseous home.
A happy couple is a gaseous couple, or something like that. Anyway, go follow us at Working Crass Pod on Instagram. Please subscribe to the YouTube. Hit the notification bell, because that helps us out a lot. And stay tuned. We're back every single week here. So we got a lot of episodes coming out, a lot of fun new stuff. So all of the announcements will be over there on Instagram at Working Crass Pod. Share it with your friends. Share our clips with your friends. Please help us grow this fucking thing, bitch. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.